So let's watch the young superstar rise. He's flying. He will be Gout of this universe.
Gout Gout has once again lit up the track, storming to victory in the 200-meter final at the Australian Athletics Championships in Perth on Sunday, adding another statement performance to his remarkable season. The 17-year-old sprint phenom entered the race looking for redemption after a rare defeat to rival Lachlan Kennedy at the Moree Plant Meet in Melbourne last month. The showdown was billed as one of the most anticipated races of the championships, but the much-hyped rivalry took an unexpected twist before the starting gun. As the finalists lined up, drama unfolded when Kennedy false started and was disqualified from the race. After a modest start out of the blocks, Gout surged ahead coming off the bend, unleashing a dominant second half to blow away the field. He crossed the finish line in a jaw-dropping 19.84 seconds, a time that, due to a plus 2.2 meters per second tailwind, won't count toward official records but was no less spectacular. Earlier in the day, Gout had cruised through the heats with ease, clocking a comfortable 20.21 seconds while visibly easing down in the final meters, sending an ominous warning to his competitors. So far, Australian sprinter Gout Gout is proving to be different. At just 17 years old, he is already being compared to some of the greatest athletes to ever grace the track. Just 3 weeks after breaking the 20-second barrier in the 200 meters at the 2025 Queensland Athletics Championships, he has made history once again, this time over 100 meters. At the Australian Athletics Championships in Perth, Gout clocked a blistering wind-assisted 9.99 seconds, marking the first time he's dipped under the 10-second mark. It stands as one of the fastest 100-meter performances ever recorded by an Australian under any conditions. Regardless of wind, breaking the 10-second mark is a monumental achievement in sprinting, reserved for a rare elite of global athletes.
Kelly just leads in from Kepagelli. Out wide, Cassiano and John. Now Gout starts to stretch away, and stretch away he does! And he's done it! He's broken the 10 seconds again!
His rise began in August 2023, when he grabbed international attention by winning a silver medal in the 200 meters at the Under-20 World Championships in Lima, Peru. This marked the fastest 200 meters ever run by an Australian under any conditions, and the 6th fastest by an under-20 athlete globally. Bolt, who had set a time of 20.61 seconds as a 16-year-old back in 2002, saw his record narrowly edged out by 0.01 seconds. To surpass the record of a track legend like Bolt is more than just a milestone. It's a statement that he is no ordinary teenager. Competing in the men's under-18 200-meter final at the 2023 Australian Junior Athletics Championships, he not only claimed victory, he shattered expectations. He set an under-18 record and a national under-20 record, running times that could compete with athletes several years his senior. By March 2024, his name was on everyone's radar. In the 100 meters, he delivered a jaw-dropping performance, running 10.29 seconds and leaving the competition in the dust. Just when it seemed like his rise couldn't get any more impressive. At the Queensland All-Schools Championships, he once again pushed the limits of what was thought possible, clocking a time of 20.29 in the 200 meters. This was more than just another victory. It was a record-breaking performance that sent shockwaves through the athletics world. In one race, Gout shattered the Australian under-18 and under-20 records, cementing his place in history as one of the fastest young sprinters Australia has ever seen. But the accolades didn't stop there. His time made him the 4th fastest Australian to ever run the 200 meters since 1993. He had just achieved a time that only 3 other Australians have beaten in over 30 years. To give you a clearer picture of how fast he was on that day, let's look at the competition. He was the fastest in the under-18 preliminaries by a massive margin of 1.78 seconds. His closest competitor, Terrell Thorne, crossed the finish line in 22.07 seconds, nearly 2 seconds behind his lightning-fast 20.29. But the list of records doesn't stop there. In that single race, Gout didn't just smash the Queensland Open 200-meter record. He obliterated it. He recorded the 7th fastest in the world for 2024. And this is just a teenager we're talking about. Though he couldn't quite replicate the same mind-blowing speed in the final, he still ran a remarkable 20.52 seconds, his second fastest time ever. This consistency, even in the face of immense pressure, proved that Gout isn't just a sprinter who delivers in one-off performances. He's a rising star with the ability to dominate at every level. At the 2024 Australian All-Schools Championships, he clocked an astonishing wind-aided 10.04 seconds in the 100 meters. That's the 4th fastest 100 meters ever run by an Australian in any conditions, and places him as the 17th fastest sprinter in Oceania history.
He hasn't even touched the ground yet, the young man, and he's boomed away here in the heats, and he's gone. 10.05! How do you do? Gout.
In the final, where conditions were legal, Gout posted a time of 10.17 seconds, breaking the Australian under-18 record previously set at 10.27. It marked Gout as one of the fastest under-18 sprinters in history, placing him among an elite group of athletes worldwide. Only a handful of sprinters have ever run faster than Gout at his age. In the same competition, Gout broke one of Australia's most iconic records, the 200-meter sprint time set by Peter Norman. For 56 years, Norman's 20.06 seconds, recorded during his silver medal performance at the 1968 Mexico City Olympics, stood as the benchmark. But Gout had other plans. In the final of the All-Schools Championships, Gout powered around the track to cross the finish line in an astonishing 20.04 seconds, beating Norman's legendary time by 0.02 seconds. And with that, Gout became the fastest 200-meter sprinter in Australian history and the second fastest under-18 sprinter in the 200 meters, behind only U.S. athlete Arian Knighton.
He's already got the stagger, so he moves right on past Chase Brand, and now we really start to open him up. So let the legs loose and let the kid run. He is absolutely gone. He is Gout of this world. 20.07.
Wow.
That is not human.
Even more impressive, Gout's time as a 16-year-old eclipsed Usain Bolt's performance at the same age. Bolt ran 20.13 seconds when he was 16, but it was Gout who clocked 20.04, edging even closer to that elusive sub-20-second barrier. At just 16, Gout was ranked as the 6th fastest under-20 sprinter over 200 meters, continuing to inch closer to the record held by Knighton, who ran 19.49 seconds. As the new year kicked off, Gout wasted no time in setting the pace, signaling his intent to push his limits further in 2025. He recently returned from a transformative training camp in Florida, where he worked alongside Olympic champion Noah Lyles and his coach, Lance Brauman. While physical gains were part of the training, Gout focused on developing his mental strength, something essential for coping with the immense public attention that surrounds him. His experience with Lyles, a master at thriving under pressure, provided Gout with valuable insights that he hopes to channel into his performances. On March 15th, at the Queensland Athletics Championships in Brisbane, just 3 months after breaking the Australian 200-meter record on the same track, the 17-year-old claimed the under-20 100-meter crown, setting times of 10.39 seconds in the heat and 10.38 seconds in the final. This impressive result follows Gout's 10.04 wind-aided personal best and puts him in strong contention for a spot in the upcoming World Championships in Japan this September. In the 200 meters, Gout made history once again. In the under-20 heats, the 17-year-old blitzed the field, clocking an impressive 20.05 seconds, the fastest 200-meter time globally in 2025 for all age groups. However, Gout saved his best for the final, where he broke the 20-second barrier for the first time, clocking a wind-assisted 19.98 seconds. This marked the fastest 200 meters ever run by an Australian under any conditions and the 6th fastest by an under-20 athlete globally. Then, on April 10th, The 17-year-old joined Patrick Johnson and Rohan Browning as the only Australians to ever break the magical 10-second mark, regardless of conditions. Thursday's runs surpassed Gout's wind-assisted 10.04 at the Australian All-School Championships last December.
He got not such a good start tonight. Kelly just leads him from Kepagelli. Out wide, Cassiano and John. Now Gout starts to stretch away, and stretch away he does, and he's done it. He's broken the 10 seconds again.
But with early stardom comes pressure. History has shown that not all prodigious sprinters reach their full potential. Take Trayvon Bromell, for instance. At 18, he clocked a stunning 9.77 seconds, but now at 29, he's yet to win an Olympic medal. Or Japan's Yoshihide Kiryu, who once broke the 10-second barrier at 21, but has since found more success in relay races than individual glory. Gout's journey will be no different. He'll have to navigate the ups and downs, the setbacks, and the triumphs. Despite his rapid success, Gout remains humble, attributing his speed and work ethic to his family's journey. The question is, will he fade away like so many of the next Bolts before him, or will he rise to become a legend in his own right? Let me know your opinion in the comments. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep chasing greatness.